Okay, we're live. Sorry about being late to being late to being late. This is day 195, studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Um, yeah, so in my free time, I have been fighting with LLVM's infrastructure, because it turns out it's quite difficult to do anything. But, yeah, last time I believe we tried to fix the whole deref thing, and to do that, our plan was pretty much to just like get rid of a couple of temporary values and I guess L valueify our operations. But there were some problems with that, so that ended up taking up like the entire stream. This time we're gonna hopefully finish this all up. The problem that we have is that like our temporary values kind of like, I guess, tail call. I don't really know how to articulate it, but we create a temporary value for the final, I guess, value, and we want to avoid doing that. And I have an idea on how to do that. It might not necessarily work for everything, but we should be able to at least like unwrap maybe, I don't know, like just the deref operator, and then we could probably like live with that. We'll see what the implementation looks like. What's good, Azerth? Good to see you. Yeah, and then if we have time, I want to do a little bit of CMake reorganization because I gave it a little bit of thought, and the way we currently stuff things in our CMake is a little bit awkward. So like I guess our output is in our build directory, which is not really ideal. I'd like to separate it out somewhere, and to do that we'll make an an install directory pretty much. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. It's gonna be a good time. Also, I have grapes. We love grapes. So yeah, let's go straight into it. So this was the test we were looking at. If we looked at the code that we generated from it, it makes us like temporary value, which we then assign to, which is not ideal. Yeah, we would like to ideally just use, instead of making this temporary, ideally we want to just like use this thing as the left-hand side value. So actually, this might be easier than I thought. I think we might have just like messed something up somewhere. But there might be like some other cases where this breaks down, right? So actually that is an interesting question. So if we were to do like so if we did like deref I putter or we could deref it. Okay, let's try something insane. Let's deref I putter, so that gives us a pointer, and then let's say we like +4, and then we deref it again, and then we assign something like that. So now if we rerun the test, then we have like this interesting situation. Yeah, so at the end of the day, the deref is like at the end. So is there an instance where we don't like end up with a deref? Let's pull up Godbolt. I just spent an hour in a meeting all about the CTO yapping about how we shouldn't write code by hand. That's rough. That is not gonna be. That doesn't sound like a very fun experience. Hopefully there's like some sane people at least. Still struggling to find my square brackets and braces and parentheses. Damn. 40% seems like a nice form factor. I just personally don't think I can get used to it. Is there an instance where we like add to this, like +8 or something? Is this a thing we can ever do? I guess not. Okay, so then like we necessarily end in like a deref or like a bracket operator, right? Or what if we did like int array or foo like 6, right? Or this should be like something that isn't foo. Let's turn vim bindings on again. Baz. So if we do like, can we do like baz at 2 plus 8? Is that a thing? No, that's not. So I guess we necessarily have to end with like a bracket operator or a deref operator, which kind of helps a little bit here at least. We can kind of make this reasonable. Tech lead, hell yeah. 40% I think is like nice, honestly. I think anything less than 60 might be a little bit insane, but like 40 I can kind of understand the hype around. Just like at that point I feel like there's just so many layers that it makes too much of a mess, but I don't know. It's like compact. So I mean, I can't really complain. I'm using 65 right now, I believe. I'm gonna unplug this, but yeah, it like it fits pretty nicely, I think, on a desk for reference. 60 I believe gets rid of a couple more bells and whistles. I think 60 is probably like the minimum I could live with though. Even 65 actually might be the minimum. Yeah, I struggle to really see if I can do better than this. 75 is probably perfect. Split ortholinear, I see. I don't even know how to describe keyboard form factors. My understanding is like the base is just like full keyboard with numpad. And then like depending on how much of that you like chop off, that becomes like the percentage number. I like 75 as a form factor personally. Sorry, me crunching on these grapes is like really loud. Maybe I shouldn't be eating these on stream. Yeah, okay. So if we look at all this, this kind of just ends in a deref operator. So is there a way that we can just like unwrap in our like declaration, in our assign and op assign maybe? Oh my god, I forgot about this. That is ugly. Can't hear? Okay, clutch. This will be very, very useful in my future streams where I decide to be a bit of a glutton and eat more food. I don't know. I think even full size is excessive. Like I think the numpad just takes up too much desk space and like it bunks into my mouse a lot. Even like the 10 keyless form factor, which is like this board, it is substantially larger. So like if I were to just like put these side by side, like you can see how much of a difference there is in these two form factors. And like this horizontal space really does matter a little bit more than like you make it out to. I'm gonna use this board for a bit actually. I feel like typing on normal stuff again. Yeah, but like you need mouse for like other things. Like I don't know, being a normal human being, unless you like check email with the command line, in which case you might just be like John Neovin. I don't know. Like for better or for worse, you're gonna need to use the mouse at some point, right? So like just having the real estate is really nice. Also like if you think about like how your keyboard is centered, it does necessarily like protrude out even more, which makes it more annoying. Watching stream on CLI, that's insane. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna do here? We have this whole thing. So get variable is an expert. Where did I go? So is there a way we can unwrap this maybe? What do you mean how your keyboard is centered? Like, I guess like where you place your keyboard on the desk. If you place it like further over to the left to accommodate for like the extra numpad space, then like your hands are shifted more to the left as well, which is really annoying. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. Okay, how do we want to do this? I guess what we could do is we could dynamic cast the left hand side to be unary op. And then if, yeah, we could do unary op, and then, or I guess, because then we need to, god damn it. Yeah, how do we want to do this then, actually? Because I guess it's not as simple as just, like, unwrapping it. I would like to be able to just unwrap it, but I don't think our... I don't think our data structures will really be happy with it, so we can't really do that. Yeah, that's not ideal. I have not tried handwriting my code on a stylus. That does not sound very fun. Although I have like drawn with my mouse on paint.net. I have like handwritten with my mouse. Loving the split design? Yeah, split definitely seems nice. One of my friends has an ortholinear, and he seems to really enjoy it. I can like kind of see the hype, but it just feels like too much of a learning curve for me, especially when I like use my keyboard for video games as well. So yeah. Yeah, how do we want to do this assignment thing? All right, so what we ended up doing is we have an assigned value at the end here with all the stuff that we've done. So maybe we could unwrap this x per one level if it's a binary op. If it's a binary op and if it's a pointer. So we want to so we want I guess let's do variable x per. Right, we can just get that. Yeah, I think like 65 is probably like good. 60 is also probably fine. I like, again, 75 I think is like the keyboard enthusiast general preference because it has a little bit of everything. It keeps like the F keys. 65 is fine if you don't care about the F keys that much. My reasoning is like either I'm like writing code, in which case I'll just use this keyboard, which ended up not being the case because I was too lazy to switch keyboards. Yeah, either I'm like writing code and I'm like theoretically using this one with F keys and it types better. Or I'm like playing games, in which case like the 65% with Hall effect switches would make more sense anyway. Okay, anyways, where was I? So we want get variable. Let's make that big. So we want get. And then, so if, actually this is really annoying. So auto variable unary, yeah, we could do that equals we want to dynamic cast to, oh man, this is gonna suck. We're gonna need to like, this is one of the files that we do just need to clean up at some point. Yeah, we can make a unary op expr pointer. We can do that. And then if variable unary, and so if it's a unary op and get op equals op. Oh man, what was it called? Unary op deref. There we go. Then, so we want to do variable expr or variable unary. We want to get value, and then we want to accept this, right? Otherwise, we just do this. Or let's change this to variable expr. Yeah, so we can do that. Oh man. This is so stupid. Just love the numpad. I guess, like, I don't know. I don't really understand what people really use it for unless they're, like, accounting. Ironically, like, I've been playing a lot of GTA recently, and that is the one place where I have actually found use for the numpad, because, like, it turns out the numpad also has, like, a set of arrow keys, which are useful for, like, flying in GTA. Of all things, that is the only use I found for the numpad. Unless, like, that and, like, if you're, like, if you're playing, like, Accountant Simulator or something. Okay. So that, like, solves half the problem. The other half is, how do we encode that this is an access? We might want to make an access type thing, and that is going to suck. It is going to really suck, but that's fine. Let's just leave this mess here for now. I want to make it an enum because we will also need to deal with, like, the bracket operator. Oh, actually, we should encode that differently. Yeah, this really sucks. This really freaking sucks. God damn it. My bachelor's is finance. I see. That's fair enough then. Let's go to the gentleman. What ID/code editor are you using? I'm using NeoVim. Because I'm a Vim enjoyer and I like Lua, so I'm using NeoVim. Did you graduate? I graduated from undergrad about a month ago, actually. I'm finishing up my master's. I should be done by the end of, like, 2026. Oh man. It's gonna be really hard to encode the bracket operator now that I think about it. Ah, that's really gonna suck. Oh no. Wait, how am I gonna do this? Because I guess that's like a binary op, right? Like, huh. Yeah, what do I do with that? Maybe I could just, like, decode the bracket operator into a deref. I think that's probably the best way to do it, actually. Let me make a note for myself on that. Actually, yeah, how is the bracket operator parsed? Oh, yeah, okay. So we do, like, keep array semantics, I guess, which makes sense. Oh man. Actually, do we? Yeah, we love near of him here. Did you do your master's in compilers or something? I'm working on it right now. And my thesis is compilers related. It's technically like computer science because we don't have a lot of like major variety, but yeah, it'll be it'll be with like compiler related stuff at least. I don't want to like spoil too much of what it is yet, but check back in a year and I'll probably have like some fun presentation up about it or something. Or even soon actually. I'm gonna be presenting at a poster conference in like 2 weeks. I have not made my poster yet, but I will post it somewhere, and it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, compilers are just like really cool to me. So I think it's a pretty logical choice for me at least. Okay, so how does this work? What is pointer 4? Wait, what? Oh, wait, I see. Can we just like... Does this work? I forget how to declare arrays. Is it the curly brace operator? Uh-oh. That's gonna make a mess. Huh. Actually, yeah, how do we initialize arrays? Or memset? C write array. How do we do this? Oh, okay, wait, so that should work. I'm not sure why this gets merged into I at the top though. That's really odd. Huh, okay. Well, I guess that's what the horizontal scroll bar ends up being. We just dash O0. Also, like, I'm gonna chill with like responding to chat for a second. Because I wanna lock in on this for a second. So putter 8. So this starts from putter 4. Something seems very wrong with the way that this has been created, but that's fine. So 0 and then I'm not sure where the 0 refers to. I guess maybe the base index. I guess that makes sense, sort of. Huh. Yeah, this is not fun to encode actually. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we're gonna need to figure out how to do like bracket operator. I guess we could do like, we could give it a pointer. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Wow. I guess we could give it a pointer base and pointer offset maybe in some way. I don't know. Anyways. Can you briefly tell me what the language you're doing? It's just C. It's just a really narrow subset of C right now. I'm slowly trying to expand it out to do more interesting things. So that's why I'm like adding pointers, and eventually I'll add like arrays. But yeah, it's just C, and we're compiling it down to x86 64. And along the way, we're gonna be trying to focus on the optimizer. But I want to support interesting programs, so there will be some unfortunate front-end work, for better or for worse. That's kind of the line I'm in right now. Yeah, I'm actually like really concerned about this array implementation thing, or at least this index operator implementation. I don't really know how to do that. I guess what we could do is we could maybe just like we could give it a deref a deref index field maybe. No, but we can't really do that. Yeah, this is where like the type system kind of limits me. Like Rust's like typed unions would be really great here, but the enums that I want can't really encode that information. Yeah, that actually makes such a mess for me. I guess we could we could replace assign value and assign binary op. We could add new things to it, I think. Yeah, let's look at what we have at least. I think yeah, let's look at the HIR at least. I think that will make things easier. If we could like map this 1-to-1 somehow, that'd be great. But if not, then like that's fine. We'll just have to like do more extension as well. Oh man. Oh, and we need to worry about like call assign as well, huh? We might have to make like a new variable type. Which is really funny, because I wanted to avoid that as much as possible. It might have to be done. We might have to do it. So I guess we could make like a left-hand side variable type. And that can either just be like, or we can like make like 3 types with it. That's really annoying. That is quite annoying. That increases the scope of what we want to do a lot. But that's fine. We can worry about it as we go. So let's make like I guess like L value. Yeah, let's do it like that. Respect the grind. Thank you. Hopefully, yeah, I'm glad that it provides you some value in that regard as well. That's kind of like part of why I do this as well. So that does make me quite happy. Oh man. There's 1, 2, 3. 3? Wait. Yeah, there's 4 places we care about this, so we should probably isolate it like this as well. Yeah, so namespace, we can yoink the namespace from here actually. Oh man. I don't really like calling this L value. That feels very ugly to me. We definitely need that. So we want class. We want just like variable equals something. We'll worry about that in a second. Then we have class. We have, I guess, pointer. And then we have array, I guess. We'll worry about that later. Or we'll worry about the distinction between them in a second. I don't know how we want to figure out inheritance for this, but we can start with variable at least. So this has a std unique footer to. Oh boy. Oh boy. Atom identifier name. Wait. Huh, wait. Something is off. I don't like calling this L value. That feels very awkward. I know it's like correct, but like I don't really like it. I usually do 2 months of learning building, then take a month off. That makes sense, yeah. I think streaming has helped me a lot with being consistent, just because like I kind of have to keep this whole thing going, or else like my viewer base will die, right? So like in a sense that kind of helps a lot with it. But I still like make sure I take time off when I don't really feel like doing a lot. How's the parsing going? The parsing is fine. The lowering is making a mess right now. I need to rewrite a lot of data structures because I did not plan ahead for this. Let's see, what else do we need here? We'll figure that out in a second. This definitely should get a name. This probably needs just a name as well. And then array is special because Western as well. Your sub looks awesome. Thank you. Yeah, we love Western. It's also Lua configurable. Yeah, let's do. Oh man. We want a index maybe? We could do it like that. So they all have a name at least. I think we should just make them all a child class of variable. That might be the same thing to do. This can be protected. Yeah, so then this extends public variable. Or I guess this is kind of awkward as well though. I don't really like the way that inherits because that just feels wrong, so we should probably just make like L value. And this will be like a interface. Do that. We'll format it in a second. There we go. Let's go. It's good to see you. I am in super hell. I'm in super hell right now. Let's see. What else do we need to include? I guess utility, I think, is where unique pointer lives. No, it's in memory. Yeah, there we go. Hope you get out of it. Thank you. Okay, so what do we want this to have? I guess we want get name at least. Yeah. So I guess we want get name, and then like this also has like get index or something. That's kind of the best we can do. And then like is pointer. Maybe we could do like, yeah. Bool is pointer, I guess is reference. So we can do that. And then maybe I shouldn't be passing around this as just like a straight up thing. I guess we don't like transfer ownership, so I should probably start rewriting these. Actually, I'm gonna add that to the big rewrite pile. Let's do like rewrite stuff. Try to use or try to give less unique pointers refs in getters. Finals are coming though. Yeah, it's about the time of year. It's like midterm season for us, which is really funny because I don't have any exams. Yeah, we can do that, I think. Right, DB, I'm trying to transition from my B plus tree to transition my B plus tree from memory based to file based implementation. I see. Yeah, you're kind of on your own for that. My database's knowledge is particularly weak, so I don't really think I can give a lot of advice on that, unfortunately. But I trust you will be able to figure it out. Okay, we need constructors for these as well. So this takes stud unique footer to identifier name. We can do that again. This needs to be public. These should be defaulted. I guess if we can just like do this for name, we can kind of just we can kind of just move this up here, right? Alright, we can just do that. We don't even need to do that. Yeah, so we can kind of just do that. We can get rid of the private fields there. We can get rid of that. This feels a little bit stupid now, but yeah, I mean, I think this is like reasonable. What else do we want to stick in here? I guess we probably want to implement is reference for these. Right? What else do we need? Okay, we need the array constructor, so let's join that. We need that, and then uint 64t index. Yeah, this is probably fine. Your ability to code this much every day amazes me. Nah, I mean like, I am like taking a lot of breaks, right? Like, yesterday, low-key, I was kind of just tired. Like, I got back from the gym, I like laid down, I took an hour nap, and I woke up and I was like, I can't move my legs. So I just pull up my phone and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm not streaming today. Goodbye. So like, it's all just like, whatever level you're comfortable with, right? And I guess for me, like, maybe that means I have like a relatively high tolerance. But bottom line, like, I don't think it's like anything particularly special for me, at least. I think this is like reasonable for this little pile. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Is this project related to your master's thesis? Not at all. This is just completely so I can like learn the theory a little more from scratch. And also just because this is like fun. So my master's thesis is like more directly tied to LLVM. Oh man, I don't want to implement any of this. Let's just start with this, and then let's just leave a giant. Alright, let's include front end HR L value. We'll just to do this for now. Oh man. So now we need to change our HIR implementation, at least the instructions. So instead of, we can skip this now, and we can just include L value, or HR L value. And that should also include Atom as well for us. Oh man, this is not gonna be fun. So we have all of these, that's fine. This we need to make L value. Related to what? What do you mean? Like, it's still compilers related. Right now, the stuff I'm doing at least is like somewhat like closely tied to LLVM. I don't want to like really like disclose a lot more of it, at least for the time being. How dedicated you are to this project? I guess that's fair, yeah. There have been a lot of times where I'm like, this sucks / I don't really know what I want to do with it. That's why like some of these streams have been kind of low quality, because like I really don't know what I want to do with it. But yeah. Yeah. Honestly, the more of this I do, the more I realize I'm kind of just like, I could just like get rid of HIR. Like, this is a really bad idea. I should not be like using HIR here. I should just like have the AST and directly translate to MIR. That might be one of the things I do in the future, actually. That seems way smarter than what I'm doing right now. Okay, we can do that again. We can do that again. L value. This really sucks. This was not a good idea, actually. This was really stupid. Call is fine. Call assign we need to change. Yeah, why am I doing this? I really should just like nuke like this HIR thing, and I really should just like keep it directly at like or keep it just like explicitly AST straight to MIR. You managed to pull this project off to the end? Well, I don't think there's going to be like a finished state for it, at least. There's just so much I want to do with it. Yeah, you're probably right. I think this will overall be solid for employment. Okay, I think that's all the cases that we care about. What's wrong with this? Delete? What do you mean delete? We're not deleting anything here. Am I blind? You shouldn't have that anywhere, at least. That's really odd. Oh, wait, duh. We need to virtual destroy L value equals default. There we go. That should fix it. There we go. They don't use raw pointers much. I'm too lazy to manage memory. I probably should use them more, but like this is fine. Someone say this is better. Okay, so now we need to like fix this. This is gonna be very boring to look at for a second. Do that. There we go. So call assign, binary op, unary op. Wait, what? Oh yeah. And then just raw assign. I think this is about what we need. So I think that's fine. Implementation wise. Let's go back to where we were looking. Yeah, this is becoming a bit of a mess. I'm really starting to think we should just like deprecate this HIR thing. This is just like such a bad design decision. Because like, I don't know, its purpose, it doesn't really have a purpose anymore, so I think we could just get rid of it. Yeah. That might be smart. Let's call assign besides a call and assign. It is just like, it is like an assignment operator with a call on it. Because I didn't really know how to handle the operator. Or at least like variadically handle the operator. Maybe I should, maybe I should make the bracket operator or something. What was the original purpose of HIR? I don't even know actually. That's the insane thing. I had some sort of a plan. I don't remember what it was. I think it was just desugaring. But then I thought about it after like approximately 3 months of working on this, and I was like, we don't need another IR for this. We could just one-shot it. So like, I kind of want to just nuke it at this point. But that's like way outside the scope of like this this little vertical slice of functionality. Yeah, this really sucks. This actually like super sucks. Yeah, I really hate this. I want to just deprecate it. Either deprecate it or just delete it. Like, what am I doing here? Like, it's just like one label. It's like one layer. Like, I could literally just... I actually get like nothing of value from this. Like actually I get nothing of value. Well, I'll worry about that some other time. For now, what we're just gonna continue working on this. We're gonna continue working with this HR thing. I think. Yeah, let's actually add that to the notes. Delete HR lol. Oh man, that's a fun That's a fun slap in the face. Let's implement this now before I forget, because I will forget. I can do that, I think. Oh, we need to namespace. Oh, we should also change the namespace thing. Using namespace in CP files. Yeah, because this thing is getting annoying. What's wrong here? Oh, wait, I'm dumb. Yeah, what am I doing there? There we go. Okay, we can yoink that. Thank you for the €1, Akram. This time I remembered what currency it was. Let's go. Stood move. Get that. Oh wait. Wait, we need to do this differently. We need to do L value name like that. Like that. I need to make a. We need to make a constructor for this. Aye. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Can we make this protected actually? I don't know if anyone does this. Is this a thing? Do people like make protected constructors ever? Can I just give this name as well? Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay. I guess we can do that. And then we can do the same thing here for pointer. Oh, this is a reference. And now we can do array. Aye. Value name. Let's give it stood move name. Yeah, the more I think about this, the more I think I really should just delete. Oh, whoops. The more I think about this, the more I think I really should just delete this MIR thing, or not MIR. God no, we should keep MIR. I should delete HIR. Like, this actually just like serves me no purpose. But yeah, we'll write this code anyway because I'm not completely set on that. If I like think of a reason to keep it, then this will be good, but it's looking like I will not find a reason to. Actually, yeah, why am I doing this? I should just delete it. I really should just delete it. That would solve so many problems in my life. I should delete it. I should make a generic expression instruction, I should make the operator, the equals assign, or like op equals, I should turn those into just like operands or operators. This is so stupid. Why did I do it like this? Actually, why did I do it like this? Yeah, I had like a rationale when I started it. I don't have a rationale for it anymore. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay. Executive decision. We're gonna try and delete it next time instead of continuing on with this path. After we do that, we can pop this thing off the stack, and then we can finally get back to getting the damn deref operator to work. And then after that, we can pop that off the stack, and then we can finally get arrays to work. And then we can pop that off the stack, and we can finally get back to the middle end, back where we actually want to be. I'm actually gonna like crash out. This is like, this is incredible. Okay, let's make this. Let's add source front end. Let's add this real quick. Add L value, but we might have gotten an existential crisis in the meantime. Oh man. I don't even want to like push this anymore. Okay, let's just spend like the last like 5 minutes like fixing this up. So reorganize CMake, that's something I want to do eventually. Do you have experience in other things? Yeah, I've written a lot of Python. I've written some TypeScript. Yeah, that's kind of like the large non-trivial pile at least. Oh man. Okay, this doc is getting like really messy again. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit here. Preprocessor. Oh man. Okay, okay. Big picture. Let's just yank all of this stuff. Right? Unless we have I guess we don't have a place for it, huh? Or I guess I have it in like my Notion somewhere, but I don't want that to be public. We can do that. Preprocessor addendum. We'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just call it that, I guess. Current working, or we'll just make stack like this. We'll put that on there. Here we want to implement arrays. And that we can take that, move it up here. Or yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do here. The big thing is more. I want to do like dead code elimination. I want to do GVN. Those are like the big two immediately that come to mind. There's like some other stuff as well. We'll worry about that as we go. Okay. So we have this. On top of implement arrays, get deref generating correctly, which is what we thought we were on, but now we're adding something new to the stack, which is nuke HIR. Would you consider yourself better in Python than C++? Not anymore. Maybe a year ago, yes, but now definitely not. And with this big rewrite, So we want to nuke HR. We can just do big front end rewrite at least. Or actually, we could just do big rewrite. Yeah, let's do that. We can do that. I should get rid of my like symbol table thing as well. Oh no. Should do that. I think this we've largely done, so that's fine. This probably goes somewhere here as well. Maybe we could just put this in the middle and oh, that's what it's supposed to be for. It's supposed to be for type checking. But now we don't care about type checking, and we can kind of just put it in one big slush pile. So surely it will be fine. We don't need a separate IR for that. So like, yeah, we can just use the AST, I feel like. Can we do that? Wait. I guess decoupling it isn't really helpful. It probably makes more of a mess. Yeah, we can figure this out here. Yeah, we can put that there as well. This needs to go here, I think. Yeah, this doesn't need to go anywhere anymore because we're nuking HR. Like, yeah, then where would type checking go? That's the other big question. Or I guess how would we type check? I guess when we're generating things, it makes sense. Oh, what's good, Scotch? It's good to see you. I tried VS Code, tried VS, tried PyCharm, went back to Notepad++. That's fair. As long as you're just not using like plain Notepad anymore, I think it should be fine. Okay. So we'll just write this for next time now. 196. Start the big rewrite. Call this Q, or I guess like keep. Yeah, okay. I don't know what we do for CLI cleanup, to be honest. We've done most of the cleanup already, so we can just do that. Yeah, this is my next priority, I think, after all of that. Okay, I think this is a reasonable place to leave this off. I also, maybe I should just, I can't really reorganize CMake without like doing the big rewrite. Yeah, we'll do this. Nuke HIR. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here then. This obviously did not go as planned, but that's kind of how this ends up being. Thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, like the stream and sub to the channel. And also join the Discord. That's in the description. Also in the description is my LinkedIn and my GitHub and my GitHub sponsors. Yeah, take care, y'all. Take it easy. I'm gonna go contemplate my life choices and finish these grapes. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, actually, probably. Goodbye.